Every investing app asks you this same question when you sign up. What's your risk tolerance? And most people answer it completely wrong. Not because they're lying, but because they've never actually experienced a real market crash. Getting your risk tolerance wrong is one of the most expensive investing mistakes you can make. It leads people to sell at the worst possible moment, locking in massive losses right before the recovery. Today, we're going to figure out your actual risk tolerance, not the one you think you have. When financial people talk about risk, they mostly mean volatility, how much the value of your portfolio swings up and down. A 100% stock portfolio like XEQT has high volatility. In a bad year, 2008 or early 2020, it might drop 30 to 40%. On a $100,000 portfolio, that's $30,000 to $40,000 disappearing from your account balance, temporarily if you hold on, permanently if you panic and sell. A portfolio with bonds mixed in, like XGRO at 80-20 or XBAL at 60-40, has lower volatility. It won't drop as far in a crash, but it also won't rise as much in a recovery. You give up some long-term return in exchange for a smoother ride. Neither is inherently better. The right choice depends on two things: your time horizon and your actual emotional response to watching your money drop. The single most important input to your risk tolerance isn't your personality, it's time. If you're investing money you won't need for 20 or 30 years, short-term market crashes are essentially irrelevant. The market has recovered from every crash in history: the 1929 depression, the 2000 dot-com bust, the 2020 financial crisis, the 2020 pandemic crash, every single one. And each time it went on to reach new highs. With a long enough time horizon, a 100% equity portfolio is genuinely appropriate for most investors because time is your protection against volatility. But if you're planning to use the money in the next 5 years for a home down payment, for example, that changes everything. Money you'll need soon should not be in the stock market. A 30% crash right before you need to withdraw is not a temporary inconvenience, it's a real problem. Short-term money stays in a high-interest savings account, or GICs, not stocks. Once you've established your time horizon, the next question is psychological. How will you actually feel watching your portfolio drop? Here's the test. Imagine you have $50,000 invested. The market crashes and your balance drops to $30,000. You've lost $20,000 on paper. What do? Option A, you stay calm, maybe even buy more at the lower prices, and trust that the market will recover as it always has. Option B, you feel anxious, check your portfolio obsessively, and seriously consider moving everything to cash to stop the bleeding. Option C, you sell. You cannot watch the number keep going down. If you're option A, a 100% equity portfolio is appropriate. Keep it simple with XEQT or VEQT. If you're option B or C, that's not a personal failure, it's genuinely useful information. A portfolio that causes you to panic and sell at the bottom will dramatically underperform a more conservative portfolio you actually stick with. For you, XGRO or XBAL might produce better real-world results, even if the theoretical returns are lower. The best portfolio is not the one with the highest expected return. It's the one you'll actually hold through a crash. Here's how to apply this today. Check when you'll need the money. If it's more than 10 years away, you can almost certainly handle more equity risk than you think. Then be honest with yourself about how you'd react to a 30 or 40% drop. Choose a portfolio that matches both answers, not just the one your optimistic self picks on a good day. For most Canadians under 45 investing for retirement, XEQT or VEQT in your TFSA. Hold through everything, don't check it more than once a quarter. Next week, we're covering a topic almost nobody talks about until it's too late. What actually happens to your money when you die in Canada? Why not having a will is far more costly than most people realize, and the simple things you can do right now to protect your family. Subscribe, and I'll see you there.